Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN Caramba. We are here. Let me turn the lights on. Big up to everyone that's locked in to the call-in show. We are here, even though a madness was happening with Google. Apologies. This stream would have happened a lot earlier, but we're here anyway. Big up to everyone that's locked in. And we're going to get straight into a lot of the rumors surrounding Arsenal, man. Big up to everyone, man. We are here. Arsenal being linked with Sporting star Geni Katamu. He's a Mozambican right winger that can also play left wing. He can also play as a number 10 as well. So he fits in with the versatility. Apparently, the headline is Arsenal and Newcastle are monitoring £50 million Sporting winger. For me, he's 24 years old. He still fits Project Youth, but I don't think this guy's good enough. I don't think he's good enough. I think he's a decent winger in the Portuguese league. When you look at him technically, I think technically he's a very good player. He's got a decent cross. He's not the most clinical, so I don't really see where this guy really elevates us. I don't see how he rips up trees in the British league, in the Premier League, because for Sporting this year. And Sporting are by far the best team right now in Portugal. I hate to say it, but it is the truth. In 30 appearances, he scored 5 goals. So I don't really see what this guy's going to do in the Prem. You know what I mean? Those numbers, yeah, they're not really moving me. And even when I watched him play, like I said, I think what he leaves, he leaves a lot to be desired in his game is the fact that he's just not clinical enough in front of goal. And if you're not clinical enough in the Portuguese league, yeah, I don't really trust you in the English league. So, yeah, man, for me, if Newcastle won him, Newcastle, you're more than happy to get Katamu. Not worth the hype, not worth the money. Unfortunately, it is what it is. That's my opinion on it. And like I said, decent player for the Portuguese league. And I think he's a player that's where he strives. That's where his level's at. And I don't really see him going, up to the Premier League. I just don't think he's that good. I think physically as well, he can be barged off the ball. I think in the Prem, I think it's a bit too physical for him. I think, I just think he's going to be another player that's frustrating, just like Martinelli. I mean, we already got Martinelli that has speed, you know what I mean, and the rest of it, but lacks a lot of cutting edge in the final third. So I don't really think this guy is good enough. £50 million as well for me is way too much. You know, the maximum he should be going for is about 25, maybe 30 with the add-ons, including the add-ons. I don't think he's all that. You know what I mean? I don't really think he's all that. I'll be real. But yeah, that's the rumors right now. I don't see, Sporting, as long as you meet their valuation, they'll sell. So it's not a player that's not attainable. But for me, I'm looking at Lookman. I'm looking at Conceição. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at wingers like that. You know what I mean? I'm looking at wingers like that. And Buemos and players like that. Even Jared Bowen, you know what I mean? These are all players that I think are comfortably levels above Geni Katamu. And yeah, man. I just don't understand. Well, I understand if Arsenal are trying to do the cheapskating, but even in terms of cheapskating, like for £50 million, there's wingers out there that you can get for that or less. You know what I mean? You can get Conceição for less money, and he's better than this guy. I can tell you that right now. He's better than Katamu. So I don't really see the logic behind getting this guy. I don't really think he's all that. I think he's a decent player. He is a decent player in a very good system and a very well-run team in Sporting. That's what he is to me. You know what I mean? I don't think any more, any less. So yeah, man. I think the system's making him look better than what he actually is. And we don't play on the front foot, and we're not a great team in terms of our attacking play. We're very inconsistent. And we've got a number 10 that a lot of the times isn't up for the battle. So I'm not really on this. I'm not really on it, to be fair. Big up to you, man. Big up to Real King. Big up, bro. Big up every single time. Northside in the chat. Big up, man. Don't believe anything until the players sign. I agree. You know what I mean? I agree. Big up Northside. Big up, bro. Big up every time. Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Yeah, I just don't see it, bro. Just go and get us the players that we need. Let's stop messing around. I don't want another project player. I don't want another player that may come good. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. So, not for me, man. Not for me for this player. It's crazy how Gyökeres could potentially be Arteta's best signing after being at Arsenal for half a decade. It's mad. It's actually mad. Gyökeres 80 to 85 means Sesko might go at 100 M's. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't really care about the money and all that. Just get the signing over the line. Do you know what I mean? That's just the vibe that I'm on. Let's get the signing over the line. We need him. Get him over the line. That's the energy that I'm on. But that's some of the news that's out there at the moment. Let me know what you guys think about this winger. We also got Elanga being linked to Arsenal as well, obviously from Nottingham Forest, and he's being linked. I don't think it's saying how much. He joined Forest from Man United for £15 million 2 seasons ago. So, you know, Nottingham Forest now reportedly value Elanga at £60 million, and they're in no rush to sell him. And let's see how much he's valued at transfer mark. Let me see how much he's valued. I feel like 60 is too much. You know what I mean? Nah, not. Listen, Elanga's decent, but I don't think Elanga should be on that kind of demanding that amount of money. Elanga's not the guy that's on my list of players that I want at Arsenal. I'll just keep it real. Elanga for 60 million. Even for 30 million, I don't want him. You know what I mean? Last season for Nottingham Forest, 38 appearances, 6 goals, 11 assists. Yeah, bro. Sorry, but nah, not for me. Not for me. I think he's decent. And I think another one, I think he does well in that Forest system and the way that they play. But nah, bro. Like another player that is not putting up the numbers that we need. And I just, yeah, not for me. Not for me. I think Elanga's doing well at Forest. I think he should stay at Forest. And yeah, another one of our rivals' leftovers. No, thank you. I just don't think he's good enough. I can see why he's being linked. He can obviously play on the right. He can play on the left. But another one, not clinical enough in front of goal. And, you know, you look at Elanga. Is he much better than Martinelli? Is he that much better than Trossard? I mean, 5 goals this season from him. Like the output isn't that much better. 6 goals, 11 assists. I mean, the assists, yeah, it's decent, but at the end of the day, like not clinical enough for me. So, yeah, I can't lie. I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested, but I can see why Arteta would go for him because he's versatile. Can play up front, can play on the right, can play on the left. £60 million for Elanga. Nah, I'm good. I think we could spend the money a lot better if I be completely honest. So it's one of them ones. And I think certain players this season have done well because of the systems. Some of these players are not all that. And I think put them in a different system or put them in a system where they're not going to receive as much of the ball and stuff like that. All of a sudden, they're going to have to, you know, impose themselves more in the game, away from the structure and the formation and the tactics. And I think you're going to find holes in their game. So I don't really see it, man. I think Elanga's good to just stay at Forest and yeah, just stay there, bro. I'm not interested. I'm just not at any price tag. I'm not interested. Like I want quality to be brought in that is clearly levels above what we currently got. If not, ready to be on par to compete. And yeah, Elanga for me, I just don't see it. I'll take him over Martinelli. Yeah, that's not really saying much though, isn't it? Because Martinelli, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of players you'll take over Martinelli. Do you know what I mean? The bar is low when you're comparing Martinelli, isn't it? It's one of them ones. Rodrigo, Give Sanchez vibe if we get him. That I know we are not serious. You don't want Rodrigo. I'll take Rodrigo, bro. I'll take Rodrigo. Like, I think Rodrigo's a baller. I can't even lie. I just don't see why he would want to come to Arsenal. I just don't see what attracts him to Arsenal. You know what I mean? So I don't really get it. Rodrigo staying at Madrid, buying, looking at Nico, and Liverpool might replace Nunes with Isak, and we're on Sesko. Yo, that's crazy. Imagine they get Isak, you know. Imagine they get Isak. What's going to be the excuse then? It's crazy. If they get Isak, I don't even know, man. I don't even know what's going to be the excuse, but it's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? Big up my G. Big up Jay. Big up Jay every single time. But yeah, man. I don't get what we're doing, man. I don't get what we're doing. We're just moving like clowns, bruv. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what. Do you know what? It's like the suffering. I don't know what's worse. Going through this transfer headache every season, every year, or watching how shit my club perform when it's pressure to win major honors. I don't know which pain is worse. I actually can't tell you which pain is worse. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's like you asking me, North, do you want to die by drowning, or do you want to die by getting like falling off of a ride and landing planting yourself straight first into the ground? It's like both is excruciating. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't really tell you, man. What you saying, bro? Look at this guy, bro.
I'm okay. I'm not good either, bro. Listen, we're not laughing. We're not gonna laugh because we're not doing well either, mate. Yeah. Yo, we're not doing well either. You know, bro. Remember the other day I spoke to you, yeah, when I said to you the Manyan deal's off, but I wasn't annoyed. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, we'll see in it. Negotiations, whatever. Brother, the four news dropped on that same day, yeah, we knew we were cooked. They told us what the Club World Cup thing's gonna be, yeah. Man, I saying Nkunku's going, but Petrovic's not going either. I'm like, what? Felix is not playing, bro, and I'm thinking, nah, you can't do this to us, bro. So if you're not playing these, man, or you're not taking these, man, why are you taking these, man? Does that make sense? Don't make sense. Okay, cool. Manyan deal's not going through. At least keep technically your best goalkeeper or the one that's performed the best last season, and get rid of Baldy. But why are you bringing me back Baldy, bro? Bro, you should have seen it. Twitter, Lewis's stream, all the people that were in this Chelsea group chat losing their head, bro. Mad head loss. And obviously my fan base is different to yours, isn't it? Mine's more reactionary. If they don't get what they want, it just heats up. Man are beefing each other. I told you about the directors, and I told you this, and I told you that. I'm like, brother, like, you're beefing each other, and the window's not even closed. Like, this is part one.
Said, don't panic, guys.
Yeah, like, it's not even that, yeah, because if the window closed, yeah, and this is what happened, cool, like, you've seen that nothing's been done this window, you can kind of give your opinions, because now it's facts, innit? As in, now you've seen what happened in the window.
Yeah.
Brother, if me and you are beefing this whole time, yeah, and then man goes and gets Yokeres, Manyan, and someone else, why do we beef? I can't take that back no more, you know?
Yeah.
It's useless kind of thing. And I'm not saying that man can't have their opinion. You can have your opinion, but at the same time, like, kind of use your head in it. Like, for what I'm doing is, like, I'm observing what they're doing, and if nothing ends up being done by the end of the window, then I'm like, cool, like 100% deal might have to go, because this ain't done. But I can't be saying you ain't done this and that, but the window's not closed
yet.
Yeah, and with the Manyan thing, yeah, bro, he got 1 year left on his deal. Like, how many times do we moan about, like, in the last couple of years, yeah, how many times have man told me your club's wasted money? Look how much.
But you know what? You urgently need a good new goalkeeper. Do you get me? Like
But
you
he is
guys.
a good goalkeeper. Like, there's a weird balance to this. Yeah, look at it like this, no side. He's technically, people are looking saying he's a world class goalkeeper or someone that's played at a high level and all that. Yeah,
Mm.
so maybe splashing 20 million isn't a big thing. As in, it's not that deep. It's only 20 million, and I'm with them as well on that.
Mm.
But if these men are telling me, yo, you can get that for 15 million, bro, I'm black, fam. That's a can't be sell thing, bro. You think
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
that's
gonna
not
try?
your bag, innit? It's not your bag. And like you said, it's 20 M's, yeah. You can flip a player and you can get that. It's like easily replaceable. Like the amount of money within football, obviously. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
nothing that is like that
Yeah,
you
but
can say,
no
do you know
side. Have you
what?
seen
Yeah,
your PSR? Have you seen your PSR thing? I sent it the lead the other day. Yeah? I said you man are with West Ham and them man. Like, bro, up for bro. Like, we're obviously it's not even a flex thing. We're like at 300 million, so we can spend mad money. But you guys, we like you can't really tell, yeah. If you know, Lauren Lawas, bro, what's this Palpatine thing, bro? What's this? Man are telling me I'm in the red light district. The only reason the cameras like this is because it's the saturation's different. Because when you put the lighting on with the green screen, it's normal. Because remember you have to like change it so that you look human, like human. Yeah. So because I turned it off, it's the same saturation, bro.
nah, I hear it,
Well,
man.
guess what though, Lauren? Can you say that in Spanish? I can't read English. Yeah,
Nah,
innit?
that's the sunshine, man. Her babes were speaking Spanish, man. That was
Yeah, but
Sunshine's
that was a
babes.
yeah, man. Spanish. We only understand Spanish today.
That's it, man.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
this Naipan guy, bro, I saw bare links when he was linked to Arsenal, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, what are they telling me now? Because this guy was linked here for time to Arsenal. I've never seen this kid play, and now
Man
all
are
of a
telling
sudden,
me baller, and they went to City. I heard about him, and when I went to Norway, I heard about him, but I just thought he's another, like, I don't know, like an Ethan or something, like, just one of them players that can make it. But you in Norway is one of them countries where they're starving, innit? Like, they don't get as much ballers as we get in the Premier League. So if they tell you Oscar Bob's a baller, just say yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Because they don't know when someone's special, innit? One of them countries. Where
that's what
is
I'm saying, bro. I'm seeing reports that AC Milan want Zinchenko and Kibio. Hopefully they can take them both, man, because they both ain't good enough. So
Yeah,
hopefully they
look at
can
what I
take them
sent you
both.
now, yeah, with that PSR thing, bro. Look at that. I don't know if I've sent that to you before.
Nah.
So the reason why we're up there is partly because we sell a lot of players, isn't it? But that's a bit different. But like, this is why that's how it's looking apparently. But this is where the whole Arsenal doesn't sell well. That's where it comes from, innit?
Mm.
Because at least if you bring that income, then your PSR is usually bigger. As in you have more money in it, which means you can spend more.
Yeah, but we got money and we don't. We're reluctant to sell, bro. We got 300 M's. I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
saying
there
it's
is no
right.
sad. You man
This
got
is what I'm
money,
saying,
but
but we
bad
got.
credit score. You know that?
Bro, trust me, bro. These men are moving like it's universal credit, bro. That they gotta make that shit stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. You know what it is? You know them ex drug dealers. They got like 300,000-400,000 they made after they done their thing, but they
Yeah.
can't buy a house because it has to be in cash because they can't go to the bank to get the yard. You know what I mean? And if they had a credit score, yeah, it'd be like 200 or something because they never used to get. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones. You got the money, but one of the reasons you can't afford them is because of the like PSR thing, innit? So they'll spend a little bit or they'll waste their money. And this is where either you do great scouting, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of the two, innit? But you can't do that this season, which is one of the things, innit? You have to get the players. So what now they're saying? They're saying what? They're saying that Jokeres' agent and that met with the owners.
Yeah, apparently, like the owner's saying that then like there's no gentleman's agreement or something. That's what I read.
Yeah, I read that. That man was like, "Nah, I ain't letting him go for 100. He's going for 100 mil."
But it
He
makes
changed his
sense
mind.
though, 'cause that's how they make their money, though, isn't it? That's how these leagues make their money,
Yo,
bro.
man said I'm
He's
doing the
like, bro, why am
Levy
I
thing.
gonna give my best asset on a cheap on a gentleman's? Fuck the gentleman's agreement, but the
Man's doing
agreement
the
is the
Levy thing.
contract, bro.
I hear it. Man's doing the Levy thing, bro.
Yeah, these man, but you know what these men are? The Portuguese man, they don't play games. If you meet the release clause, they're like, yeah, we ain't gonna. We're not gonna make
Of
it
course,
difficult.
bro. But the release clause is
You-
gonna be mad. You know.
Yeah, but the thing is, but they don't put mad release clauses like La Liga. Like La Liga had man on like 200 M's, 300 M's, 400 M's, 500 M's to get him out of contract.
Like, remember when they put 1 billion on Danny Elvis when he came back?
We're
Then
not
1 year
doing them
contract.
unreasonable release clauses, bro. We're like, yo, all right, what 100 M's in it? Yeah, I mean 150 max. But even then, they don't even do that. It's probably like 120 max.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're like, yo, like these man, you man could get these, man. But you man have to give us our bread in it. Like we need to come on, bro. Now we need that bread in it. So that's how they survive in it. So that's how they're able to, even do what they're doing. So I hear it. Like I can't begrudge Sporting in it because this is how the club balances the books. So why would they have the incentive to do you a favor? They're like, fuck your favor, bro. Do you get me? Like we need to get maximum revenue for our player. And to be fair, yeah, they're not even the best sellers. Like Benfica are better sellers than them.
Yeah, yo,
Porto's better
Benfica.
sellers than them.
Bro, Benfica's line rings all the time. They move all the weight, bro.
They got that pure. You know what I mean? They got you know what I mean? You know, Colt boys, French Montana Colt boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you already know, man. It's the pure. You know what I'm
Man
saying?
said they drop off the package, and before you go home, he's already rang you saying, "Oh, moved it. Where's the rest?" Yo, can I get another order, bro?
Run the submarine. You know what I'm saying? Run the
Yeah,
submarine.
once it come back. Nah,
Come with the
crazy.
jet ski. So you can't begrudge them. These men don't make as much in it in terms of like league revenue and stuff. So this is their game, innit? You know what I mean? They have to get to the bag. So it is what it is. Yeah, bro. Like, how did people think they're gonna stay competitive?
But this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Like their whole income thing is not like us, innit? Remember when like even the French league had issues because they were like, we're not bringing enough revenue just from the TV deal to survive. And there's a lot of other leagues. Their whole reliance on the teams is just if they can get a good player in, he cooks and then they sell him, kind of thing, innit? That's how they make most of their money, innit? So this is why bro, you go into a player, yeah. Yo, I want to buy that player off you, 100 million. You know, he's calling Chelsea 150 million, Arsenal 200 million. You know, that's what they do because they know we got the money. You know what I'm saying? So I hear it, innit? So this is where the negotiation stuff and all that happens. So, bro, we'll see what happens, innit? But this transfer window, bro, is dead. So dead, bro. But there's a lot of people don't know.
The Dutch league, innit? What do you make of this?
Not a lot. I don't watch it as much as Devante because he actually watches it every week and everything.
Yeah, but Devante needs he needs some Jeremy Kyle to go with Graham. You go that way and you go with Graham. Devante will be going with Graham because he's stressed right now. And I mean, Ajax absolutely burnt him this season.
You know who their new manager is? Do you remember World Cup 2010 when Holland was in the final with Spain?
Yeah.
Remember that bold defender that got sent off?
Yeah.
That's his manager, bro. Yo, he was assistant manager to Slot this season. The bald one next to him. He's gone. He's back. So he's doing a part 2 at Ajax because he was their manager before, left and come back. But so Giovanni from Broncos, who's that left back that played for Arsenal as well. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored that bang against Uruguay in 2010 as well.
Yeah.
He's gonna be he's looking to be Slot's number 2 now.
Okay.
So we'll see what they're gonna do. He won us the league on final a couple of years back.
What you saying about this Hatto guy? This Joro Hatto? Do you rate him?
I think I don't watch as much Ajax in it, but I asked my man before, Devante, and he was like, he's good, but he might not be ready.
One of them ones.
But one of them ability, innit? He got the ability, but yeah,
I can't even lie. Even in his picture, bro, he looks like a B-Tech Nuntavaj. I can't even lie.
No. He looks like a Timber. You know?
He looks a little bit like Reggie. I can't lie. He looks a bit like Reggie.
As long as you don't look like Quincy Promise, blood, you know, you're chilling. He just got deported, bro,
Yeah,
back to Holland
listen,
from Dubai.
it might be good. I don't know, and I don't
He's
watch the.
good. Apparently, no. Apparently, he's a good player, and he can play. He can play left back, centre back, and he can invert. He's one of them that can play in midfield, innit? So that's
We
probably
definitely
why
do
we're
need
looking
another
to
left
get
back.
him. This is why we're looking to get him, or we're linked to him because he can be back up to Kukurea, innit?
Yeah, we definitely do need a left back. I can't lie, because Timber's going to be competing or starting for the right back position, and then we got Timber there as well. Sorry, Timber and Ben White. On the left hand side, we literally got Skelly, and then it's like something happened to Skelly. Who we playing there? Like we need two quality fullbacks. We need another centre back at least.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the fact that Kivior, there's reports that he's going to AC Milan, but he keeps getting reports that he's going away. And even Zinchenko, I feel like Kivior's wages aren't crazy. I think it's more the quality. He's not all that. Like he's all right, but he's not all that. It kind of reminds me of a centre back version of El Nene. He's a steady Eddie, but he's not that great. You know what I mean? Like, and when you have to count on him week in, week out, he's gonna let you down because he's just not that level of player, is it?
Yeah.
But Zinchenko 150 a week. Martinelli apparently AC Milan are looking to get him 180 a week. This is the stumbling block, innit? It's just the wages, bro. Like if it wasn't for the wages, you can move Zinchenko. You can move.
Because bro, Milan on a mad thing, bro. Like they've obviously lost their man. I think they lost. Yeah, they got who's that old Juventus manager, bro? What's his name? The ex-Juventus one. What was his name? What was his name? The ex-Juventus manager, bro. That went there a couple times. He took over at AC Milan now, innit?
Oh, is it?
That bold one that everyone wanted at Arsenal, bro. What's his name?
I can't
My brain just went blank.
I can't remember.
Allegri, man. Allegri's the manager at AC Milan now. Yeah. So obviously he's trying to keep some of the players, but because they're doing a Tottenham or United this season, and they're down below on the table, so it's all a mess. I think they got a new sporting director and stuff like that. So some players are looking to leave, some players are looking to stay. He's trying to convince some of them to stay. Teo Hernandez was linked away to Saudi, I think. But apparently they're looking to pull out as well, just like us. You know that bro, everyone's holding them to ransom, you know, because they're saying we know that you lot want X, Y, and Z, but the players are just not worth the money that you're asking. We don't care that you're broke, kind of thing, you know. Bro, business is shrewd, you know.
I'm telling you, bro. This is just so boring. Football is just my days. It's getting harder and harder to be interested at times, man. Like it's just so boring like that.
But you know what it is, North, at the same time, like, I've realized that a lot of people, they're looking more. They've made this whole transfer thing like a dopamine, innit? Like they want the transfer window to be exciting for personal reasons, not club reasons. Does that make sense? Like I need a bomber every day. I know it doesn't come, but I'm gonna act like I need a bomber every day. Yeah. It don't work like that. So what? So when that doesn't happen, I'm disappointed. All of a sudden, and I'm angry on Twitter because I'm not getting bombers every day. How about you buy the players then? It doesn't work like that, innit? So you just have to. It's a weird one because you kind of have to hope that your club does the right thing, innit? Because that's kind of what position you get in as well. Okay, cool. If they get the right players, then my season's going to be looking way more different than I expected. Because you finally done the job that you needed to do, innit? So we'll see. Because a lot of people keep. Ekitike got linked to United today. Obviously, they agreed the whole. I mean, Cunha got announced, innit? So we'll see, man. Weird one. Somehow you don't obviously United shown us they don't really need Champions League to get players. But we'll see. United City's team is looking haram, innit? That's all I have to say, bro. Bro, Reinders, I'm Dutch, so I know how good Reinders is, yeah. He moves like De Jong. You remember Frankie De Jong, you know? Like he's like a Vitinha, bro. Like,
I've heard good things about him. I can't lie.
He's like a winger that plays in midfield. Like it's weird. He's so good on like he's dangerous going forward and he's good defending, innit? But he's short. But then no one cares because Vitinha's short. You know what I mean? It's just England will tell you, oh, it's 5'2", short king and that, you know. But obviously they got him. They got Turkey and who else? Like, bro, you look at their front line: Haaland, Turkey, the Egyptian, Marmoush, Brandes in midfield, and that with Rodri and bro, Savinho on the wing. Nah, Doku, bro, that's not normal, innit? That's not normal. But we'll see, man. I have a feeling like Pep's gonna play a completely different way this season. I don't think he's gonna play because remember, Pep always changes every season. He changes his whole thing every season, and I think this season we're gonna see a different Pep in it.
Probably.
But we
You're just
can.
seeing them
But
being
everyone keeps saying they're preparing for a transfer ban. I've heard a lot of rumors from people from the City side saying that they've won the case. But you know what I mean? And then again, they didn't really spend a lot of money last summer like us. So well, not like us specifically, but they didn't spend the usual 300 million whatever they do in the summer. So their books are different, bro. And they got a lot of people to sell anyway. So if they need to sell players, they'll sell players. So it's fine.
It's mad how their rebuild, yeah, they're able to do their rebuild within 2 transfer windows. That's what's mad. How a City, and let's be real, yeah, because a lot of people throw shade at City, yeah, but they're not spending crazy amounts of money that Chelsea don't have, Arsenal don't have, United. Well, United are in a bit of a different situation, but when they get their stuff in order, that they will have, like all the big clubs can afford their kind of signings, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Their signings are affordable. They're not. It's not like they're spending 100 million breaking transfer records and doing. Like, let's be real, yeah. They could have tried to throw the bag at Verts. Like, people throw shade at City, yeah. But why didn't they throw the bag at Verts and say, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna pay you 180. You know what I mean? Let's put 180 for your club. Let's put you on something stupid like 300k a week. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people talk like these men got unlimited money. Yeah, why don't they throw the bag at every player? Like, they walked away from the Alexis Sanchez deal. Do you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to pay that. They didn't buy Haaland for 100 M's. I thought they bought him for like 60 M's, around that mark, 60 M's. So it's like, bro, they don't actually throw the bag like people think they do, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the way that they get players in, yeah, they get them in for good. You know what I'm saying? For good prices, bro. They got Cherky for what, 40? Around 40 M's? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's good business, bro. And that's the thing. Like, people make it seem, yeah, like you can't get Man City caliber players, but you can. You just got to be quick to the mark and you have to be proactive with your scouting. Like, there's nothing. Mamouche didn't break the bank for him either. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these man, yeah.
Nah, Mamouche is on mad money a week. Once you see it, you'll realize. I think it's between like 300 something, 400, like something like that a week. But if he's gonna propel their attack and win them a league, then it's worth it.
What, he's on what? 300k?
Something like 300k, between 3 and 4, isn't it?
But is that crazy when we put Havertz on 280? Like, do you get me?
But I'm saying if he wins you the league, then it don't matter 300k. Like, because remember, KDB's gone. If Bernardo Silva goes, that's almost 700, between 500 and 700k a week off their wage bill.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, yeah, that sounds crazy to people until you realize that, like, Jesus is on like 220, Havertz is on 280. You know what I mean? Odegaard is on 230 or something stupid like that. It's like, bro, there's players.
You don't have players less than. You only got a couple players less than 100k, literally, and they're on like 90k and that. Like, you know what I mean? So Edison, I think, because Rance was going over it with Lee today. Edison's on like 90k or something like that.
That's crazy, man.
He's on less money than Martinelli and that. he got treble winner goalkeeper, you know.
Bro.
So yeah, man. Listen, don't know, man. I gotta go in it. Big up to you.
Big up, man.
Big up, bro.
Every time. But yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you look at the way City are doing business, yeah, they're not breaking the bank for these players. They're not. Do you know what I mean? So why is it that at my club there's always this excuse that it takes time to rebuild a squad and it takes time and this and that? Why is City able to get top players at not crazy prices? You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's actually crazy, man. It's actually crazy. I just don't understand the excuses, man. I don't understand the excuses. The excuses are just a reason to not go out there and do what needs to be done. Yeah, I mean, Nico Gonzalez, 60 million euros. Omar Mamouche, 75 million euros. You know what I mean? Kusanov, 40 million euros. This is just in euros. Savinho, 25 million euros. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are they able to get these players? Those are numbers that Arsenal can afford. They're not numbers that Arsenal can't afford. Like, I'm just tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the excuses. I don't understand why at this club, yeah, it's always we have to wait. You know, we can't spend this, we can't spend that. Exactly. They want to work with Pep. This is what happens, yeah, when you got a manager that actually has pull. You know what I mean? Like I said, the transfer window isn't over, but I'm just looking at it. And then what's going to happen is when City get back to the level that they want to be at, winning major honours, the excuse is going to be, oh, we can't spend what City spend. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. What they bought Mamouche for is what we bought Pepe for. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at they get Kusanov and we get Kivio for around the same amount of money. Like, it's just shocking, man. The excuses are crazy because the money's there. You know what I mean? Ain't Nori, they're getting ballers, man. These men ain't playing around. What are we doing? I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't get why we're moving so slow. I don't get why we it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you lot are doing your thing. You lot are doing your thing, dropping the bag. You lot are doing your thing. Listen, you guys, you won the league without even having a rebuild. That's the craziest thing. Liverpool won the league without having a rebuild. We're all saying, oh, they need a rebuild. They didn't even. This is before they dropped this money to go get Verts. You know what I'm saying? You guys bring in a winger you don't even use, and you win the league. You didn't even accomplish the rebuild, and you get over the line. It's a joke. It's a joke. Meanwhile, my club needs 20 odd flipping transfer windows and an endless pot of money to win me anything. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. Lou Dog in the building. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm sure the excuses will come out soon. I'm sure the excuses will be coming out soon for Arsenal. We're scouting the market. You know, we're looking for potential players. All I keep seeing is all this news about Nuntavaj leaving for Lazio, but we've known that for days. Who gives a shit? Why is that news? Nico Williams, that link continues to mumble on. Like, I'm just so uninterested. I'm so uninterested in this bullshit, bro. Yeah, you know I mean, Thomas Partey said that he came out and said that he just wants to be at a club where he enjoys his football, that he's got his family and his family's part of his decision, but he's happy where he is and all this. I'm just like, is he really happy with his football? At times, the manager's getting him to play right back at the age of 31, and he's our most consistent midfielder. You know what I mean? It's all crazy, man. It's all crazy. I just don't really care about it. Like, I care, but I don't care because this club if they've let him run his contract down, it's not in our hands. It's completely up to him. Do you know what I mean? All we keep seeing the same old crap from Osimhen. You know what I mean? I get Osimhen wants to get to the bag. I get it. But at the same time, like, it's a dangerous game because it can just backfire. Like, teams can just go, you know what, fuck it. Don't want Osimhen. Let's just go for Gyökeres. Let's go for a cheaper option. Like, this guy's too difficult to negotiate with. So it's so long, man. It's so long. Even the way that, like, I'm seeing like the reports around Ethan. It's mad how Skelly is looked upon like, yeah, he's ready and he's the guy. which I like Skelly, but Ethan's being treated like, if you look at the reports, he's being treated like he's Charlie Patino, like he's Emil Smith Rowe. I don't get it, because the disrespect on Ethan by this club is crazy. This guy has been performing most of the time. He came off the bench, he scores goals. Like, this guy's come off and literally within 10 minutes done more from 80 minutes of Odegaard in games. Like, I don't understand why we're still, this club have no intention of actually, letting Ethan develop his game and actually get the minutes that he deserves. You can tell, because really and truly, let's be real, yeah, Skelly's getting a chance, yeah, because this manager, there's no Arteta favourite in the pathway of Skelly. There's no Arteta favourite. Zinchenko's out of favour. Timber, he prefers on the right. Obviously, Ben White plays on the right. Do you know what I mean? Calafiori has not been performing to the level of Skelly and keeps getting injured. Above everything, he seems to be injured all the time. So really and truly, Skelly's got that, you know what I mean? It's a clear road to get into the team. Whereas Ethan has to go up against the club captain. Not only is he Arteta favourite, but he's a club captain. You know that he is. You know Ethan's never going to get a fair shot. Man can't tell me nothing about Ethan, because Ethan, yeah, not only was he the one performing in the cups, he was the one coming off the bench in vital games, and more times than not scoring us goals. And the amount of minutes that he had, a lot of the times he had like 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. And the kids impacting the game within that limited amount of minutes. Bro, come on, man. He's cold, man. But there's a saying, my face don't fit, innit? His face don't fit. So he's not gonna get the games, he's not gonna get the respect that is due. Now you can argue and say, Ethan, listen, Skelly's been very consistent when given a chance. But Ethan's been consistent. Do you know what I mean? It's not Ethan's fault that he's not as effective as a right winger that he is as a number 10. You know what I mean? But playing him as a number 10, I just feel like even on the right, he could still impact some games. But Arteta will never pick Ethan over Odegaard. Odegaard's that's his son, isn't it? So I just find it interesting how the way that the coverage around Ethan is making it seem like he didn't have as good of a season as Skelly. That's crazy. He did have as good a season as Skelly. This kid, bro, let's keep it. Ethan was performing games before Skelly, bro. He was performing before Skelly was performing. But it is what it is. But I just don't get it. It's too much favoritism at this club. There's too many jobs for the boys at this club. There's too many, undroppables. You get the undateables, we got the undroppables. And certain players just not going to be given an opportunity that they deserve to have. You know what I mean? And it's just nonsense, man. This is why he didn't want to get Gyökeres, because he knows Gyökeres will make Havertz hold bench expeditiously. That's why he doesn't want to get Gyökeres, because he knows. You know what I mean? Sesko, he can kind of little boy him and say, yo, hold the bench. You know what I mean? We need... That's all it is, man. That's all it is, bro. Any common sense, yeah? Don't expect this club to do any common sense. That's not what this club does. It's not about common sense. It's about creating phases and projects. That's what it's about. Arsenal are linked with so many players and you're only signing rejects. Or players Arsenal are hyping up like Sesko and Zubimendi. It's mad. These players ain't getting it over the line. Well, will this fan base call it out? No, they'll wait to the end of the season. They'll wait until we have nothing to win, and then they'll complain when it's too late. I knew he never treated him properly when he brought him on for his debut for 30 seconds just to say Mikel gave the youngest player in history, his debut. Yeah, bro. You don't rate him, man. You don't rate him. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Big up Northside. Arsenal fans piss me off too much the way they act during the transfer window. The way they upload shit on Twitter, it's crazy. The fan base is turning Arsenal into a sinking ship. It already is a sinking ship. Yeah, I mean, Northside Ethan is better than ESR, in my opinion. He needs to play a lot more football next season. He won't. He won't, man. He won't. He won't be playing a lot of football, man. He won't be playing a lot of football. Yo, what's that feedback, man? You're getting a lot of feedback, bro. Yeah. Is it good? Is it good? Let me know. Let me know. But big up Omar, man. Make sure you're subscribing to Omar BYT. We're gonna be here for another 10 or so minutes. Then I gotta go because I gotta wake up early tomorrow for work, man.
Am I still getting feedback?
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it must be my fan. I'm actually gonna be leaving in 10 minutes because I gotta actually start a show in like 10 minutes. So yeah.
Nah. All right, we'll redirect you.
Appreciate you, man. Yo, listen. StreamYard. I mean, I thought it was StreamYard, but apparently it's the whole Google, man. Like even Talk Studio wasn't working like a few minutes ago. Yeah. Like I had to use another streaming app called Restream. For some reason, that one was working. So when everything was down, so I was using that. So listen, Northside. So you decided to do a calling show because all your other shows were just canceled because of StreamYard. Annoying. Absolutely annoying. Yeah, sorry about that, Northside. Sometimes when we got our plans and then life just decides to screw us over, man. But look, obviously, some Arsenal, the news never really stops. I mean, I don't really know what's going on with Arsenal recently. What's the deal with the Sesko thing? Apparently, as Leipzig are asking for too much, and basically you guys have put a deadline. What's the whole deal with that?
Bro, I'll be real. I ain't even looked in depth in it. That's how much I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not invested in a player that I don't like, bro. You get me? All I know is we're penny pinching. I was just like, whatever, man. It's this club, bro.
I mean, look.
Bro, this club is, when my granddad used to pay for something, yeah? They'd go beep, 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 beep. Okay. Good. Okay, Antonio. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Whatever. After he paid, yeah? He'll get the money out of that. He'll flick the money. He had it all neatly folded, and he'll put it like that, and he'll look at the guy like this. And he'll give the money. Look at the guy. He'll give the money. And then when he gets his receipt, yeah? When he got his receipt, yeah, look at the receipt. I hold up the whole line. He'll look at the receipt.
Every single thing. Look at
Look at that. Yeah. Look at it, he's like, okay. And then he'll walk off real slow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That is hella intimidating. That is hella intimidating, bro. I'm not gonna. If I'm the cashier, bro, you're giving me that look, I'm gonna be like, hey, man, listen, man. Those are the eyes of death, man. Hey, those are intimidating eyes, man. What's going on with you, man?
That's what they're doing, bro. They're looking at every penny, every little penny. And I'm not saying that I don't want the club to be financially responsible, but it's like, it don't matter how much pennies you save on this guy. It's a loss anyway because he's shit. So what are we doing, man? I just don't care anymore, man.
Nah, I mean, look, if there's any good news is that if Leipzig are playing hard to get, maybe they'll go back in for Gyökeres. But then again, did you see what Gyökeres' Sporting's president just said? Because apparently he's saying because I think his buyout cost 114, but nobody is paying that, right? So the talk is apparently that you guys are going to. Apparently they're saying he will take anything less than that, but he's not going anything below 80 for Gyökeres. That's what the president basically said. I'm like, oh well. So this is the problem, isn't it? Right? When you dilly-dally in the transfer window, and eventually, you start getting desperate. Guess what? All these clubs now, they start hiking up the price. It's the most normal thing, right? You're sitting there when they realize, oh wait, Sesko is the Sesko deal looks like it might happen, it might not happen. They're like, oh, okay, word, okay. Well, listen, we know our players better than Sesko, so why the hell do we have to lowball with you guys? Like, that's annoying. Now I know exactly that's a 100 million euros. I was just doing 100 million pounds basically, but I mean dollars. I mean dollars. Dollars is 114. But yeah, so it makes no sense, man. Like You know what it is? I was just doing True Ball session on my channel with Prime, right? And we were even talking about this, where we were like, you guys have this Berta guy, right? Who is a man, is a sporting director that is notorious for finding good strikers, bro. If there is one thing Berta has done when he was at Atletico, he was the GOAT at, was replacing strikers, bro. Think about the strikers that this club has sold. They had Falcao, they got rid of him. They had Costa, they got rid of him. They had Griezmann, they got rid of him. Bro, they have had so many good strikers, and they always, always, always replace these strikers. Every time. Like, they brought in Falcao. We all thought, oh shit, they've just lost Falcao, who's like one of the best. Like, you know how good, bro. Falcao, Atletico Madrid Falcao was like, the reason why people don't talk about him enough is because he was in La Liga with the primest of prime Messis and the primest of primes Cristiano.
Yeah.
Like, this is when Messi and Ronaldo were putting 50 goals in the league alone. People don't understand. I think there was a year, right? This is the funniest thing in La Liga. This is how broken Messi was in his prime, right? In 2012, Falcao scored 30 goals, I think, or 29. That's the same amount of goals as Van Persie scored that same season for Arsenal in his last season when he won the Golden Boot. You know how many goals he scored? He finished behind Messi? 25. Dude, that is the levels that Falcao had to deal with. That's why Falcao wasn't being looked at like they were looking at Messi and Ronaldo, because Messi and Ronaldo just made what he was doing look like piss. You understand what I mean, right? But he was one of the best strikers in the world, right? They had him. They lost him. Guess what, bro? Within that season, I think, was it in 2012 or 2013 they sold him? Bro, I think they sold him in 2013. They went on to win the league that season with Costa as their striker. Costa came out of nowhere. It wasn't like Costa was cooking before this. No, Costa was just a player they had on loan, came back from loan, just started cooking. They won the league that season with Villa and Costa as their partnership. And then, guess what? Costa leaves. What do? They go and buy Griezmann and Mandzukic. And then when Mandzukic leaves, they bring in Fernando Torres. Then they bring Gamero, bro. Berta is and you have this guy in your hands, and you're listening to Arteta, bro, for a striker advice from a guy like Berta. Like, this is stupid. He's literally said he wants Gyökeres. Your manager is the one that is insisting on Sesko. And you know what? Something that Prime said to me, which is true, I agree with. The reason he wants Sesko so much is because Sesko is a more versatile player than Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a striker. You understand what I mean, right? Whereas Sesko is a striker that can play on the left, play on the right, and he likes players that he can move around, so that when he moves him to the left, when he moves him to the left, everyone can be like, but you know, he's moving. He's playing Sesko on the left. What do you guys expect? We need a striker. It's the same thing every single time with this club. It's the same thing every time. Like, people, it's amazing to me because, you know, right? For some Arsenal fans like you, right? You guys are awake. You know what the games that the club is playing, right? And you are well aware of it. That's why you don't fall for it. But it's amazing that you are in the minority because everyone else just feeds into everything this club says every time. And they're sitting there like, oh, you don't believe, bro. What's there to believe in after 5 years? Believe in what? Like, be honest. Like, as an Arsenal fan, what is there in this club for you guys to believe in? And I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I'm just sitting there like, bro, if you're looking at Barcelona having financial issues, getting out of financial issues and winning league titles, if you're seeing Liverpool under Arne Slot come in and just win the league in his first season, if you're looking at a club like West Ham winning European trophies, if you're sitting there watching Tottenham just break their trophy draw by winning a European trophy, right? You're looking at AC Milan. AC Milan, bro, win Serie A, right? Looking at Napoli, Conte walking into Napoli in his first season winning the league. Like, when you're looking at that, what is there to believe in? Like, this is what I mean. That's why for me, I'm just sitting there like, bro, keep doing this thing. Keep being condescending. Keep deluding yourself and believing in the ideas of believe in the manager, believe in the process. All right, man. Philadelphia 76ers believed in the process. They trusted the process. Did that win them a championship? They were the first ones who used to do trust the process, aside. The term trust the process started from Philadelphia 76ers when they had Embiid and Maxey and what's his name? James Harden and all these guys. Guess what? That team didn't win nothing. Nothing. Guess what? That team now is finished. They can't even make playoffs anymore. But yeah, trust the process. Trust the process. Keep trusting the process. It's a sad state of affairs now. I mean, also, I'm sorry I have to keep making you more depressed, but this is just the reality of life, unfortunately, for you, man.
Nah, bro, there's nothing that... The thing is this year, people say, give it time, this, that, it's still early. Okay, well, give me a signing to celebrate that I actually want. Start showing us, give us a taster of what's to come. I just don't see anything. I just don't get it. And yeah, man, it's not serious.
Bro, look at me.
What's our reaction to City and Liverpool strengthening? What's our reaction? Like, we are not reacting. We're already behind Liverpool. They are being proactive in getting Verts over the line, getting Kirkes over the line. These men are moving serious. They're trying to move Darwin Núñez on. There's rumors that they would like to go and get Isak. These men are moving serious. The money that they didn't spend when they bought Chiesa, they're now spending that money. And they're spending it now. How is Liverpool? People talk about building a team. How is a team that won the league have already identified the players they need to get over the line and executed it? Most of the players that they need to strengthen that team. How? Do you know how? They actually have people that know what they're doing and that are specialists in what they do. Because if you're going to tell me there's a team that needs to strengthen, surely it's the team that's been in the project longer than Man United, longer than Liverpool. We are becoming one of the longest projects now in the top 4 without winning anything. Chelsea have been in a project, they've won something. Spurs weren't even in a real well, they were in a project, they were about to end the project, and they ended the project with Ange by winning something. Glasner comes in, phase 1 project, what? No problem, cool, we win something. You know what I'm saying? Even man, we're talking about Eddie Howe saying, maybe it's going to be stale. Well, man, win something. Man, won something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else, their project, they're winning or they're being proactive in revitalizing their squads. They're not resting on their laurels saying it takes time. Man City are overhauling their squad, yeah? Not all of it, but overhauling a large part of the squad that we know they need to build on in 2 windows. In 2 windows. They started this in January. Getting Mamouche, getting Kasanov. Yeah.
Nico Gonzalez.
And now all of a sudden they're already getting all these
Tijani Reiners and Cherky. So basically, think about this for 1 second, side. They've basically fixed their midfield. Think about it, right? They've got Cherky, Reiners, and Nico Gonzalez. 3 midfielders. Not to mention they have Rodri, who's coming back from injury, right? He's still there, right? They've already replaced Gundogan with Nico Gonzalez. They've already replaced Nori. Yes, they brought in Nori. Liverpool have just won the league and have just bought one of the best players in world football, right? One of the up and coming talents for 150 million, right? They've just replaced Trent Alexander-Arnold before he even signed from the contract with before he was even unveiled at Real Madrid. They already replaced him. They're about to sign a Robertson replacement, right? They're already been linked to a striker in Ekatike. Like, this is the point that I'm using.
But how are Liverpool, yeah? This is if you use the logic of Arsenal fans, you can't replace Szoboszlai because he's a Premier League winner.
Yeah.
Look at what he's done for the club. You can't replace Darwin Núñez because he's part of a Premier League winning squad. You got to back him. Yeah. No one believed in Darwin Núñez. He's just won the Prem. They still look at the play and say, you're not good enough. Sorry, we're looking to move you on.
Yep.
We don't care if you got a Prem because you as an individual ain't good enough. Do you think my club in my fan base would have the same energy if we won the league with Havertz? You think they would say, you know what, Havertz?
Absolutely. No, bro. They support him now. Think about it if you want. Oh my God.
Exactly my point.
Dude, this is the point, isn't it? See, think about this for 1 second. Barca just won a domestic treble. I've been having a great time as a Barca fan right now. You know, because I've been here and I've never hidden it. You just mentioned something very important, which is buy me a player that can give me some kind of excitement to look forward to in the season. If you guys went and broke the bank, like Liverpool just broke the bank for Verts and go and buy a Gyökeres, that is instant impact right there in the transfer window. You've shown everyone, okay, whoa. They just bought one of the best strikers in the world. They've just bought one of the best strikers out there. And they just bought him before the transfer window even started. That is how you show intent. Because you sit there and you're like, oh, Liverpool are going to look at Verts? Oh, this guy's saying, okay, guess what, bro? Gyökeres, here it is. If you guys want to do this, Liverpool, if you guys want to do this, City, we will do it as well. We are going to be active this summer. We are going to show you guys that we are not playing this summer. Barcelona just signed a goalkeeper. Think about it last season. I was sitting here in this same stream complaining about Ter Stegen, talking about we just took Chesney from retirement, brought him back in, right? Ter Stegen is not good enough. Neither is Peña. We've just bought a keeper. We're not even playing in the Club World Cup.
And guess who was linked to him for the last couple of months? Arsenal. Do you remember when we were linked to Rafinha and we were the favourites?
And you know what's funny? The
funny thing is, your club is never linked for long periods of time linked to a player. All you hear, Barcelona signed a goalkeeper, Barcelona signed Rafinha, Barcelona got Lewandowski, Barcelona. And it's not just Barcelona, because some people will say, but no, sir, it's Barcelona. It's not just Barcelona.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about a struggling, financially stricken Barcelona, right? You do know Arsenal Football Club have more freedom in the transfer window than we do. More. For years, for the last few seasons, you guys have had more financial freedom than my club ever had. We literally have to sell. We have to go through the books. We have to do wage cuts. We have to do everything just to bring in players. Do you understand what I mean? We need it. Think about it, right? I said before the season, I said next season we need to go and get ourselves a new keeper. I want us to go out and get us a left winger. I want us to get us new fullbacks, right? That's what I want, because that is the areas in the pitch that hurt us last season, that cost us a lot around the tail end of the season when we got knocked out of the Champions League. That's what I said. Guess what? Barcelona have already bought a goalkeeper. Barcelona being linked to Alex Grimaldo, who's at what's his name? Leverkusen, right? He's a fullback. We're being linked to Diaz. We're being linked to what's his name? Nico Williams, Lookman, all of these guys. These are all positions that we actually need to go out and actually fix. And we're instantly being linked to these players before the transfer window even starts. What does that tell you what the intent of Barca is? They saw what happened last season and said, you know what, bro? Oh, this is the areas that cost us. Guess what? We're fixing it in the summer. Your club has needed a 20-goal a season striker for seasons. And here you guys are. You have got Gyökeres right there. He wants to move. The guy wants to leave Portugal. He wants to take that next step of his career. He's a guy who's proven he can do it. You got a player like Osimhen, who's looking for a club right now, who's a proven track record of scoring goals that won league titles. He won a league title for Napoli. A proven goal scorer in the whole of Europe. He's right there. But you guys want to go and do the potential with Sesko. There you go. And if you guys sit here another season, sit there at the end of the season with your hands completely empty, who do you have to blame? You got nobody to blame but yourselves. You have no one to blame but yourselves. Because when you were sitting there watching City, who just saw Pep Guardiola witness one of his worst seasons of his entire career, forget about just Manchester City. I talk about his whole career. This guy went trophyless for the first time of his career. What did he do? He said, oh, word? Okay, cool. See, the funny thing is, Noah said, anyone, me, you, any football fan could have predicted this was going to happen in the summer for City. We all knew City were going to be active in the summer. We all knew. Come on. We just saw how Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. Look at how poor these guys were. You think these guys were going to sit there and say, trust in the players? It was just one poor season. Don't worry, next season they'll be back. Nope. There's no such thing as next season they'll be back. Now, De Bruyne is gone. Bernardo Silva, if a good offer comes in, he will be gone. If Saudi come in for Bernardo, he's out. Right? All of these players will be gone. Gundogan, I don't know if he's still there, but he probably
would be Grealish.
Yep, Grealish is going to be gone.
Yeah, they already froze him out the team. They're already like, yeah, you can go. You can go. 29 years old, you can go. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. They call their club out. Their club calls itself out. You know what I mean? Pep's sitting there saying, yo, the sporting director wanted a rebuild. I was against it. I hold up my hands. I got it wrong. When do you ever see Arteta have that level of accountability? You don't. You never. Jorginho's gone. Who bought him? Arteta. So why don't you put your hand up and say, do you know what? The way I'm building this team is wrong. We need to go in a different direction. This ain't working. Because Pep's done it. Pep's done it, bro. Man said, yo, I got it wrong. The team's not good enough. See what I'm saying? And this is the thing, man. Like, you can only improve in life, in anything that you do in life, yeah. You can only improve once you accept what you've done wrong. You can't fix something that you don't acknowledge is wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, this fan base and this club refuse to see the fact that we don't move serious and what we've been doing has been a waste of time. So we just continue trusting the process, getting behind the squad, getting behind the team. It's just boring, man. It's boring. The story is just boring.
Yeah.
Arsenal it's become stale.
Yeah.
We know what's gonna happen. There's no excitement. There's no, okay, cool. We got a bit of excitement when we beat Real Madrid. But deep down, I was like, I don't see this team having it or like having what it takes to get over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes those kind of victories, like we saw, are fake barometers to judge a team on. Like, Spurs fans are really excited, and I get it. They're happy. They won the Europa League. You can't take that away from them. But you won it against Man United. Now, that doesn't take away that you won the trophy. But if you think your team is going to do bits with minimalistic business in this window, then it's a fake barometer. I remember when Arsenal used to win FA Cups, but we never kicked on to win the major trophies. So, Man United under Ten Hag won 2 trophies. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's just what it is for me, bro. Like, trophies are great, but sometimes they can mask what's really going on sometimes behind the trophy. So I just don't know, man. I think this whole second place at Arsenal, I reckon we struggle to get in the top 4 next season. If we continue doing this level of business, I reckon we struggle to get into the top 4.
Think about this for a second.
We don't get second next season.
Think about it next season. Think about it for a second, right? There's still time in the transfer window for other teams to be active, right? Like, I don't think people realize the real transfer window hasn't opened yet. It's opening in July. Is it 1st of July? Right? So yeah, that's when like the summer transfer window starts. Now, Chelsea, I know they've been having issues recently, but listen, depending on how good or bad the Club World Cup goes, they could be active in the summer, right? Villa, they will also be. They have rich owners. They will be active in the summer, right? Newcastle United, they have rich owners, and in the Champions League, they will also be active in the summer. You understand what I mean, right? All of these clubs are going to be active. So while you guys are sitting here, chilling around, and also, let's be honest, Liverpool, they're still looking at Kirkish, they're still looking at Ekatike, right? City are not done. If you guys think City is just, bro, they are not done. They are not finished. They will still be active in the summer. You guys need to wake the hell up. Your club needs to wake up. You need to stop listening to Arteta when he talks about the players he wants. Okay? He's had the players he wants for seasons now, and you guys have won nothing. Go and bring the guy. You've already brought Berta, who's one of the best sporting directors in world football. His track record at Atletico Madrid speaks for itself. He's the one that built that team that won 2 league titles against Barca and Real Madrid. He's shown you he can do it against the best. If he can dethrone Barcelona and Real Madrid, who basically are one, do you have any idea how difficult it is to dethrone those two? With Atletico, with Valencia, with all those clubs, with the minimum amount that those clubs have against the juggernauts that Barcelona and Real Madrid are, he did it twice. And you're going to sit there and you're going to listen to this Arteta guy whose track record has shown to bring no trophies. That is on you. That is on you. For me, listen, you got to work with Berta, because at the end of the day, you've trusted the process for this long. This man has no more time left. If he doesn't win anything next season, he needs to be sacked. He has to be sacked. Do you understand what I mean? So listen to the sporting director. Talk to the sporting director. Tell him, listen, bring me the players that can win us a trophy this season. And if he doesn't do it with the squad that you bring for him, guess what? He's gone.
No, it's crazy, man. It's absolute facts, bro. But listen, make sure you're subscribing to Omar BYT. Omar, go start your stream, bro. We're gonna read it.
Yeah, big up to you guys, man. Make sure you guys smash the likes over here, man. Big up to you guys every single time.
Big up, man, every time. But yeah, man. Nah, listen, it's mad, isn't it? The rival, but it's not even rivals, because they don't even look at us as rivals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Omar can see it. Why can't the majority of this fan base? I don't know how many more seasons they need of this nonsense until they realize, bro, like, this ain't working. This ain't working. You know what I mean? Like I said, I hope that Berta gets us the players that we need to get over the line. I hope he gets us the number 10 that we need, the striker, the wingers that we need, the centre back that we need, the left back that we need. You know, I hopefully, you know what I mean? But I don't know. The fact that we got Kepa in, would Berta bring Kepa at Atletico? I struggle to believe he would. I just feel like, you know, he's going to lose a lot of the battles, and at that point, it's just leave, man. There's no point being there. You know, if you're not allowed to do your job, if you've got, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But at the same time, I just see us stagnant. I feel like this club has become stagnant. Like, our ideas are stagnant. Let's not forget, against PSG, we resorted to long throw-ins. That was our plan B. And who have we brought in so far that changes that? You know, if we say, okay, with the team that we've got right now, which we got rid of a couple of players, we brought in Kepa. If we face PSG again, what would we do different? What kind of players have we got to change that game? And the answer is nothing. We are still the same. Nothing's changed. And this is, you know, some people will say, oh, North is early in the season. Bro, this club, they have a reputation of when it's early in the season, they will drag their feet to get things done, and then they will start hitting the panic button when we've got days to go to the end of the transfer window. So excuse me if I'm very paranoid when it comes to this club, but I see them wasting valuable time in the window to not get what we need. And we need so many areas of the squad to be strengthened. Time is against us. And yeah, you filled the goalkeeper role, getting another goalkeeper, which was a requirement, but you got the wrong one. So I just don't know, man. I don't know, man. This club is just, it'll be the death of me. I don't get what we're doing. I don't get why we're stalling. I don't understand why we can't get business done a lot earlier since we've got Berta in. I just don't. I don't get it. You know what I mean? For me, I think Berta's has presented his ideas, and Arteta's not liked all of his ideas. And this is where the delay comes from. Berta wants certain caliber of players, and Arteta wants players that are his kind of players. And I reckon he's trying to dig his nails in and say, yo, I'm not. Certain players I can't work with. But I don't see anything about this window that makes me think that Arsenal have changed at all. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. We normally at the start of the window be dragging our feet and taking our time and assessing and being linked to every player and all this bullshit. I just don't care. I'm so drained of this club. I can't even get angry right now. Like, I'm just numb. Like, I feel like this transfer window, I just feel numb. And as a fan, you want to be excited. You want to feel like, yeah, like, you know, we're going to get players that, you know, are exciting for next season. That doesn't mean that I need blockbuster deals all the time. I just need the right players to be brought in. I don't care about £100 million players and transfer. I don't care about that. I don't care. I just want the right players being recruited into the team. That's what I want. You know, but I guess I'm asking for too much. You know what I mean? I guess I'm asking for too much. I just don't know with this club. I don't know. I don't know why it takes so long. But anyway, big up to everyone that's locked in. We're going to redirect to Omar. Northside raid on the way in. And I will speak to you a lot tomorrow. Love, love, love.